Hey Tim, how's it going? All right. Could be. Hey, Desperito, how's it going, dude? Welcome back. I'm seeing you in a little bit. Mind you, I haven't been doing this much lately, but I got lots I have to do now, so I'll be making some more regular appearances doing the live streams. Well, there's worse places to be hanging. morning. All right, well, hey guys, welcome to the live. I haven't done the welcome yet, but welcome. Just getting some painting done this morning. I've done some clear coating already this morning. First coat of clear coat on. I guess I got 4 of them up there ready to go. And then we're gonna paint up some of these loons I've got on the go. Right now, just getting some smudge out of the airbrush. Hey, Tommy, how's it going, dude? Haven't heard from you in a little bit. Oh, there goes that big black chunk of stuff that was screwing things up. Perfect. Okay. I didn't get whatever that was. Whatever that was did not come out. All right. Today we are painting. Hey, Jack Sard, how's it going? I screwed up the clear coat on this one, but I'm basically painting some of these guys up. So I've got that far so far, but right now I just have to fix what problem I got here. I got a little paper towel here today, so let's try using it. See if that helps. So, if you guys were to check out the subscriber count right now, this morning it was at 1699. So, if somebody's looking to be number 1700 and you're not subscribed, a little bit of air leakage here. That sounds a little better. Well, gotta listen to that. Well, that's whatever it was, I got it. So, I'm going to say thank you to everybody that's tuning in today. I got a lot of painting to do, so things might not be too exciting, but you'll watch more of a typical day of me getting some stuff caught up. Oh, she's empty. Better than what happened last time. It was spitting nothing but air. Oh, that was a well-timed cathode. We gotta mix up a little more of this shiny black. I think that's what I used. Oop, little chunks about to fall right in the paint. I'm going to move a couple of these out of the way so I don't get overspray on parts I don't want overspray on. Make sure. Oh, what was that? A big chunk of paint fell out. Should have the lid on, I guess. Put the back part back on. I don't think I need to play with the needle anymore, so we'll put that back out of the way. Gotta have a look at how I did this pattern. Right there, okay. Nice little black band right across the bottom. Kisses for Hoon. Welcome to the live, Kisses. Thanks for showing up. Oh, not very often we get Kisses showing up here. Yes. This is what they call an airbrush. So you just take whatever paint you want, just craft paint, thin it out, and start spraying. So what I'm making is some large fishing lures. I got one over here that needs clear coat, but I'll show you what it is, what I'm painting. So up here in Canada, we have a fish called a muskie, and Some of the muskie guys love big, well, all muskie guys love big lures, but this here is what I'm making right now. This is what we call a common loon up here. That's what it's supposed to be, which is a bird that we have here in Canada. That is our, I guess, our national bird. Oh, cool. You live in Canada too. Whereabouts in Canada? I'm in Northern Ontario, just outside of a small city called North Bay. So I'm a little town just south of North Bay, about half an hour south. Ottawa, right on. Cool. This is so I don't get paint in my Pepsi. Just Pepsi today. Nothing too aggressive. Quebec, right on Quebec. Tetsuran, Quebec. Actually, I do have a big sheet of plywood behind the camera, and every time I get a new country, I write where people are from. So if there's any new countries other than Canada and the U.S., because we got all over the place already from there, don't keep it to yourself. You'll make the wall. Yeah, it was just a way that I could involve viewers. So instead of just watching, if you're from somewhere new, it's a way to kind of engage. Some weird shadowy things going on today. It's like dark, light. Where am I going? Dark. Dark, like right smack dab in the middle here. So that's where we're at to on that one. I do have a little bit of a sticky trigger here right now, so we're gonna see what's happening there. Maybe we'll just keep going with it. This here is my lure turner. What that is, I clear coated some baits this morning. I'll see if I can do this without screwing everything up. So we got a few baits. When I clear coat them, then let them spin around so the clear coat doesn't all just sag to the bottom. So that's what that is. Oh. That's what's spinning. Now I got the camera all upside down. Got my chair all messed up. Camera's a little bit crooked. Yeah, so that just keeps things turning, stops the clear coat from drooping down. The stuff I use is, where is it? That's not it. There it is. So, product called True Coat is what I'm using. It's designed for musky baits primarily. Works for everything, but it's a very, very durable clear coat. Holds up to the big toothy critters. So. Hey, good morning, Chrome. How's it going? Happy New Year to you as well. We're going to stop for a second. There's a little misbehavior happening with the gun. I don't want it to go sideways too badly on me. We're getting some hissing and missing. So as we're doing a little bit of a cleanup, what are everybody's anticipations for the new year? What's the big thing we're all looking forward to? Ooh, I just lost that. A little bit of sticky down in here, so we're gonna try and find something to get down in there with. Oh my God, is this little paintbrush? Let's get it down in there. Need something down in there to push the button, and the only thing that fits down there is this. What I'll do is I'll get, in case this is getting sticky, we'll give it a little polish at the same time. Yeah, we got some of our top supporters here. We've had Tim Morrell. Chrome is in here. We have Tommy from the Netherlands. He showed up. And now we happen to have... Hey, Michael Evans. Welcome.
Everybody remember to leave room. Yeah, bring that over here.
I think we had just a little bit too much sticky happening on the trigger. Like, that's not super clean, is it? Let's put her back together. So, yeah. This is what happens when the airbrush takes a big poop, takes a dump. You gotta stop and clean it out and then test your old man eyeballs to get her all back into place. Get a little bit of alcohol on the needle. Get that all cleaned up too. You know when your fingers just do not work? That's what mine are doing right now. Not working. A little bit of Burt's Bees. Just a lip gloss, but it's a beeswax in it. and it stops a lot of the jamming up. Well, that's the idea anyways, is to stop the jamming up and plugging, and it already feels better. So get this thing back on. We'll be back in action in a second. We are making some musky baits. So I have a whole bunch of musky lures I got to get made, and I'm going. This here is not clear coated yet, so hopefully I don't scratch it up too bad. I'm gonna be making some loon flavored fishing lures. So this is the number one goal of this year, is to protect the baby loon population. We're going to teach these big muskies and the big pike, don't eat baby loons. They have sharp hooky things on them. Modog, how's it going? Welcome back. M-Dog. Okay, I think we got her pretty much cleaned out. What I'll do is I'll run a little bit of Windex through it right now, just to make sure we have every bit of caca out of there. I'll get a little bit of this in there. You're looking at it. We are getting some baits done. I've got some wooden things finished. I'll go grab a couple of the wooden ones I got done. I'll show you where I'm at. So, got this one here, just basic wood. It's made of cedar. It's got a nice big lip on it. I didn't peel the tape off the lip yet. Then we got this guy here. This one actually turned out pretty good. Happy with it. So those are a couple of wooden ones we got finished. Throw them over there. Now it's get caught up on some of these other ones. We got some turning behind us. I clear coated those at about, what time was that? About 6 o'clock this morning. We did that. I did it by myself. Didn't bother waking you guys up for it. There we go. Hey, do everything. How's it going? You have a good day, buddy. You keep going incognito on us, changing your name. Right? Don't want me checking to make sure I'm not talking shit about you while you're not around, or what? Good enough. Good enough for the girls I go out with. That list is pretty short because my wife doesn't let me go out with anybody. How's the pet going? Well, the old boy got sick. We had to get old Bruce put down. So, yeah. That one, and it hit me a lot harder than I thought. I don't enjoy putting down good dogs. Huh. Right on. Yeah, M-Dog. I don't know. It's tough, but... But I miss old Bruce. Is what it is. It's a problem with good dogs, right? When they get old, it bugs you to put them down. And like cats, don't ask me how easy it'd be for me to get rid of a cat. The insect. Oh God, you know what? I forgot about him. I don't see the container he was in. So he could be wild and free. I don't know. I forgot about him. Good memory. Yeah. Got to be doing better than my dog, I guess. Could be. This stupid little thing's getting loose on me here. You can't hold her still. Doesn't take much for it to get loose and wander off like a dirty girlfriend. This one here, I actually just wanted to do a loon pattern, and I came up with it myself. So I just looked at a loon and, hey, black, white, red eyes. I haven't seen anybody else do many loon patterns. I have seen a couple since I started doing this, but this is one I came up with. I enjoy the fact when I come up with one that I like. Hey, fishy fingers. Yes, it's basically just a barbecue rotisserie, and it just keeps spinning. And I got some lures doing their clear coat thing right now behind me. So started another loon. Yeah, as you go in this fun adventure, you learn a lot of little things that make things a little bit easier. I used to have, it was like a tumbler turner for making coffee mugs, but you could only do like 2 little guys, and if you tried to put one of these on there, it would like turn and stop. So we had to scale up, baby. Looks like one, eh? Sedin Dumeric. Hey. Get a little twisty. So I did a short on these blanks when I got them in. I got about 100 of them in. And I was asking for ideas on what patterns to do. So we've had a few patterns put out there. So I may as well put the question out right now. Tim Morrell, My own ones with rattles in it. I don't know whether I have any with rattles in it right now. But I am working on one. I'll show you one. This one's cool. All right, this one's gonna be cool. All right, rattles. I'm so excited. So, Canada's just one big mess right now, actually. So, anyways, rattles. This here, I gotta put some lead in it yet today. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut these 30-06 shells right where I got them scored, and that's gonna go in each eye. And then I'll cut that, like I'll cut it off and then stick it in there. I'm gonna throw a couple of shotgun pellets inside, and it'll be. Canada actually has 10 provinces and 3 territories, if that's what you're kind of referring to. Right now, it's like anywhere else in the world, just a mess. Our political system is a little goofy. The one that wants to take over, I'm not saying they're better, but they're probably goofy in a different way. That's politics, though, I guess. I put some spar urethane on this morning. Yeah, we're gonna see. I haven't seen that as a idea either, but next weekend, next Saturday or Friday night or whenever I do this, I'm going to finish this one off next week, though. This will be painted. I don't know what we might do. I don't know. Maybe I'll put it out to the troops again. So we're going to have that eye in there like that. Any ideas on what we should paint that? Yeah, we have Quebec, which is French. They're awesome. No, so we do have 2 official languages here in Canada. One is French, which is not my language, and one is English. And I don't know about the British English. It's more or less just English. It is. I don't know whether this is going to dive or not. I'm hoping this is going to be like a lipless crankbait, but like Magnum style. So I have some holes for some lead. Hopefully there's enough there. Whatever. You know what, man? I don't know anymore, dude. Like, politics has gone so ridiculous. South of the border, north of the border, east of the border. Like, everywhere in the world is just upside down right now. And I don't know what is really going on with the U.S. agenda. And I'm no political scientist, so I'm not even going to pretend to know what the hell's going on. Different woods. I have tried different woods. They do impact how much lead goes in them, but typically what makes them, like, this is going to float like a bugger, and that's fine. I want it to, I'm hoping it rises at about that rate. So once I get enough lead in there, that's just to keep it belly down. And where the line tie is on this here should be far enough back that it'll pull it that way as it goes. And then it'll actually do that. But there is different woods that give you different results. Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? What are we gonna do? We're all just gonna fight each other over or something stupid? Like we can't change it. All we can do is get mad at each other for it. So, you know what? I don't think our politicians are really, really worried about us. Actually, that one I don't have a bill on the front for action. This one here is also made of wood. It's going to be a deeper diver. Those lipless crankbaits, the only action I'm really looking for is kind of like a suic. What those lipless crankbaits do is they behave kind of like a suic, where they just jerk down and swim up. You can change. Just letting it happen is the worst thing we can do. Yeah, I don't know, man. Problem is our hands are tied. Hey, Okeechobee, Florida. Thanks for popping in. We kind of swung into a little bit of a political manifesto here, but it just is what it is. I know, I understand what you say. Doing nothing is the worst thing we can do. Problem is, I don't think there's a lot we can do. Hey, Brad, how's it going? Himothy, what's up, Himothy? Thanks for popping in. We're getting some, I'm calling these kerplunk size poppers. So these are a musky popper that I do. I call them kerplunk sizes because they don't just go blop, they go kerplunk. Oh, a lot of bullets here. So thanks for popping in, guys. I really do appreciate it. I don't know whether I've hit the 1,700 subscribers yet, but I was at 16.99 today when I started. So hopefully we're at the 1,700. We'll see what happens, though. I won't find out until I'm done. So it'll be an awesome treat if I'm there. So if you're not subscribed and you find this stuff kind of fun to watch, just like that, you know, just relax, let that Gettenany Outdoors guy just kind of ramble on in the background of your day. So I've been told by a few people that's what they do. They just put me on and let me jabber away. My miracle. I don't know. 17,000. Awesome. Thanks, Fishy Fingers. Oh, that's nice, mister. That's nice. I'm amazed your channel was even recommended. Must be a glitch in the algorithm. Yeah, must be. Oh, well. It'll probably shaft me next time. So I go a long time where there's like nobody gets to see it. And then like today's actually pretty decent. Hey, thanks, Fishy Fingers. We're aiming for 17 million though. We're just having fun with this. Okay, that's the 5 I've got done up, and I think this is the first one I did. So the only other bit of black that I have to put on this is going to be these little tootsies. Got to get them feet on there. But I want to make sure that the paint is dry. Fishy Fingers Jackson. Well, I don't know if I'm subscribed to you, dude, but I'm going to write down your thing, and if I'm not, I'll make sure I am. Fishy Fingers. So if you're not subscribed to Fishy Fingers Jackson, do it. I typically keep my compressor at about 30 pounds. The Iwata airbrush kind of lets you go nice and like you can get very low air out of it, like lots of air but low. So you can get her to get that fine of a line. When you're using a really good airbrush, you get excellent control over it. Yes. Yes, I'm dog. Yeah, I really want 17 million though. That's what I said. I'm right at the 1,700. Is it too much to wish for 17 million? What's going on? Need something to hold this thing still. What are we going to use? There. It's a pretty good trick, eh? Check that out. Just invented that me. I did. And I got my little feet. Turn this sideways so you can witness this monumental moment. That's all right. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Anybody that hit old Fishy Fingers Jackson's YouTube, throw them a subscribe. That's awesome. We're all in this mess together. So nothing wrong with supporting us, the small creators. Awesome. We're gonna get Fishy Fingers Jackson up there. Right on, M dog. Let's get him there. So those are my little feet on my little loon. Then the only thing I have to do now is the eyes and all the white highlights. That's all brushwork, like with a regular paintbrush. So I won't do that during the live because it's boring as hell. But we will do some more painting. I'll get into a little bit more painting. Maybe I'll plug in the lead pot and we'll put some lead in that wooden one. I'll plug that in. We'll be 1 second. There, lead pot is plugged in and turned on. Hey, baby. How you doing, lead pot? All turned on and everything. Got a don't drug me thing on that. Not that I don't trust myself. I probably drank more than my share of paint doing this. It's ridiculous with the hours. It's 4,000. I don't get many hours in the wintertime. So you need 4,000 watch hours in a year. So that was kind of the goal of this whole doing the lives, is to try and ramp up the watch hours. But so far, we're not there. Love it, dude. Love it. I haven't really checked where I'm at on that yet. It is going to be something that we'll be ramping up. I'm going to try and hit things a little harder this year. That's kind of the goal, is to do a little better with the social media and the YouTube. Once the winter is over, I know it's only January, but once the winter is over, I plan on doing a little more like vlog style stuff too, where I'm out wandering around, checking out people at the government dock fishing. Maybe do come up with some kind of like quiz show for people, like kids, like young people. And do some giveaways and whatever in person. But right now my priority is this big show I have coming up. I want to make sure to have quite a few baits ready for can cast in Peterborough. March 29th, 2026. Be there or don't be there. Yeah, it's like as things are kind of going, this is one of these things where I want to make sure I'm having fun with it. I really don't. I couldn't care less whether I'm making money or not. I have a job, so this is my hobby, and my hobby is designed 100% just to keep my brain in a positive environment because life can suck. So I just want to make sure that my brain's in a positive spot. All right, on M Dog. I bet you would. I appreciate your support from the other side of the rock. Anyways, you make the lives fun for me. It's always good to have somebody in the chat that wants to. What is my actual job? If you Google Sportspal canoes, I am the guy that gets them built. So basically, I have a team of people that run around and I boss them around, telling them how to build Sportspal canoes, or making sure they're building them correctly, on time, all that stuff. I do a lot of the kind of advertising, I guess you could say, for the company I work for. But it's, yeah, Sportspal canoes. There's a Sportspal canoes in the States. That's not us. We are the original Sportspal canoe company out of North Bay, Ontario. So I'm a canoe guy. Yeah, the place I work at, the owner, I went through a pretty terrible thing back in 2020. And as I was trying to keep my brain busy, I asked the boss if I could do some YouTube stuff with the products. And he said he didn't give a shit. Go ahead. And that's how it all started. Now look at me. And I've been doing baits for 7 or 8 years, kind of just, as I said, this is all just to keep my brain in a good spot. It's a good positive thing to do. It's hard to be negative when you're trying to be creative, right? So I guess that's a hot tip. So if you're struggling with negative headspace, try and be creative with something. Works for me. Might work for you. Doesn't. No, try something different. Ah, you found it. Yes, we have a Radisson canoe line as well, which is somebody else makes a Sportspal in the U.S. Back in the day, somebody sold the rights to the original Sportspal. Yeah, that's us. I know ours are made right in North Bay, Ontario, because I help build them some days. So ours are built as much as possible in Canada. All our plastics, like for the nose caps and the handles and stuff, they're molded in Canada as well. We have a company just up the road that does injection molding. They're about 15 minutes away from our shop. They do all of our stuff. Yes, we make our own canoes. They're made out of one piece aluminum sheet. If you pop into the rest of the videos, you'll see me in the factory goofing around with them. We build them right there, soup to nuts. Yeah, that is a pretty good point. Aluminum canoes, aluminum boats, when they get to rocks, aluminum and rocks tend to stick together. So that's one thing you kind of got to be a little bit careful with, is the rocks. But I guess you shouldn't be running any boat into the rocks either. Okay, so I think I have feet on all my guys. So, all my little birdie feet. Yeah, actually, that goes back to back in the 70s. There was probably a dozen different companies that tried to build the same thing, and there was Mohawk, Manitowoc, the U.S. Sportspal from Myers. It wasn't a copy. They actually bought the rights to the name Sportspal in the U.S. They use a different material than us. They're both aluminum. Theirs is aircraft aluminum. Ours is marine aluminum. Yeah. But I went and bought myself a bass tracker. It's aluminum. It's going to be bang, 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 bang on the water this year. Yeah, well, we just keep plugging away, right? We try and build a durable canoe at an affordable price. Like, the guy I work for doesn't want to be charging people a fortune for a canoe. Like, you can get a canoe for $1,200, right? And you're looking at the high end Kevlar and stuff like that. Like, there's a canoe company up the road called Swift. They're about an hour from us. If you check out Swift Canoe, they're also Canadian, but you're looking at $8,000-9,000 for a canoe. Magnificent machine though. So when you're paddling a Swift, it'll go. Like, if you're gonna race a sports pal versus a Swift, I'll jump in the Swift because the sports pal is not designed for going quick. It's designed for stability, easy durability, all that stuff. Right? Cost efficient. I've the oldest canoe that I've had to do a repair on. The serial number was 73, I think it was, and it goes back to 1949 area. That's the oldest canoe that I've had come into the shop for refurbishment. So I put her back together. It was in bad shape. There's a video on the channel on that. Oldest canoe, oldest sports pal I've touched, and they're using it today. So it was in rough shape, but it'll probably be the last go around for that poor old boat. It's been through hell and back as well. Okay, I'm going to get a few of these things off of here. Hang these up. So we got some of those. The easy bit done. Well, not necessarily the easy bit, but the quick bit. All the touching up with the paintbrush is what takes the longest, so I don't want to do that during a live. Put on the bottom. Oh, my lead pot's ready. Not really. They're easy to repair if you do smack a hole in it. My canoe, I've got plenty of patches on mine. I actually went out and put a 12 gauge slug through mine, trying to show how to do a repair on it. I waited about 1.5 years for a canoe to come in with a hole just to show how to repair it. Nothing came in, so I took the old 12 gauge out back and ripped a hole in it with a 12 gauge slug. Showed how to repair it. I've used it since and zero issues. But if you're looking to see that video of me putting a 12 gauge slug through it, it is on the channel here. So I'm gonna put some lead in this guy here. Actually, I got a couple I can put some lead in. I got that guy too. What else we got here? Anything else need lead? Just 2. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend putting them into the rocks. I gotta get down like a child here. Oop, the lead's coming out. Okay, that's got some lead in it. You can tell by the smoke flying off it. just about dry. They're hard now, so put that aside. Stay there, you bugger. This is the one that's going to be a bit of a... I want to do this right-handed because I'm not left-handed. This feels like a kid on the floor playing with his trains. And we're gonna just let that harden right there. I'm trying to suck in all that molten lead. There, the lead is pretty much hardened now. Now we can put you guys back in the corner where you belong. Not that just belong in the corner, it just sounded funny. Sorry, I was trying to be funny. And that's it for the lead pot. So I'll unplug that. Last thing I need is the old lead pot to burst into flames. What are we doing? Okay. Hopefully that lead stays in there. So we got the lead melted into these guys. Now I just put them aside. Let them harden up or dry up or whatever you want to call it. I think we're going to go into a trout pattern. We'll do up these couple of trout blanks I got. I'm trying to get rid of a lot of the plastic stuff I got. So here's something I did when I was first getting into the painting. I gotta adjust this a little bit. I was having difficulty getting stuff crooked. What's going on here? That's a little better. So, I was not very happy with some of the painting. I'll show you some of the early stuff. I threw them aside the other day. Okay, this is it. Don't make fun. All right. So there's a nice little jointed one I made off the start. Swims fine and everything, just looks horrible. Check this guy out. This guy's dusty, but that thing swims terrible. Then I made this guy. It's got a little willow leaf blade that spins around there. Yeah. I think I've even caught fish on this. Yeah, I have caught a few pike. I can feel the teeth marks. I got this one here. Another lipless crankbait. I like the lipless crankbaits. They work nice. This here was made out of a much lighter wood. I can tell by the feel of it. So. Yeah, I have come a little ways anyhow. I got a couple here that were just kind of, you know, halfway nothings. So I got lots. I got halfway built stuff everywhere here. Bed liner. Yeah. I've had a guy, he actually contacted me about putting gel coat on it. I'm like, your gel coat is going to flake off everywhere, dude. He's like, I think it'll work. So we did it anyways. I haven't heard back from this guy. Yes, no joke. There we go, that's a little better. Like, that's the thing about the old sports pals, is they they take a beating, but they show it. That's like the number one thing with them is they will take that beating, but they definitely show the abuse you give it. That being said, I can personally guarantee you they could take a thumping because I have kicked the shit out of mine. Okay. Yeah. So when I'm painting these, in order to stop them from floundering around, I just jam a whole bunch of electrical tape right on that joint. Stops it from wiggling. I've seen some people put a hole in their canoe an hour out in the bush with it. These are plastic. These are an ABS blank. I haven't got into making the jointed wood stuff in a while. I'm going to. I'm trying to transition more into just the wooden stuff. But as I said, when I was doing all those old things, I was trying to get better and better and better at painting. And I found when you carve something for a day, sand it down, get it perfect, where you can actually paint it and clear coat it. If you don't get it perfect, you can have the bait swim perfect. And if your paint's not good, you're not happy with it. So I've thrown a lot of baits. That's probably why they're all over the place here. I'm not happy. I just pitch them. Okay. So this one here is our. Oh, that's a heavy one. We still have black in here. That's not what we want. So we have to go back to the white. Get some primer happening again. Get that out of the way. That's him. You know what? If the wife doesn't kill me, something's gotta. Yeah, she gave me the okay to buy those other blanks, and then last night, all of a sudden, it's her turn to play dumb, right? But yes, the couch was comfortable, no problem. Yeah, I don't do a whole lot of lead work inside. That just happened to be me showing off for you guys. That's what I do. I know I laugh at things that aren't funny, but I make myself laugh, so that's what it's all about. A lot of black paint on the inside of this cup, so I'm going to get rid of some of that. Permission. Yes. I asked permission, and it didn't make any damn difference. So she can blame herself. She won't. For the next big thing I buy. She's not too impressed that we're going to that tackle thing down at CanCast either. She wants to just go as a tourist. I'm like, no. We're going to go and be the stars of the show here. Lady, I need you to bring your A game. Wear a low-cut shirt and have the... Never, she won't do that. That doesn't work, man. My wife doesn't care about flashy stuff at all. She's very different. It's really, really strange. Like, I can buy any stupid thing in the world, but she has to be beside me. My problem with the online shopping is if she's beside me, she'll just say no. But if I go to, like, Bass Pro or whatever, I'm like, yeah, I want to buy this compound bow. She'll go, oh, yeah, that'd be great. Go ahead. I don't understand it. Doesn't make sense. but I do know how to make use of that. All right. White. Where is my white paint? Right here. I kind of started to steer away from the primer. The primer I got was nice and chalky, but doesn't mix very good. So I stopped using it. But this white paint works really good. I'm using a wicker white matte finish, and that seems to be holding up pretty good actually.
Creativity is not something I wait for. I am on 27.
No, we'll do. We'll throw. I got 2 more blank spots there. Oh, I gotta wipe them down yet. We'll do a couple of these bad boys too, because I got hundreds of these guys. Those 6-inch believer blanks. I do have to give them a little wipe of alcohol just to make sure they're clean. I'm thinning this out with just water, just old country tap water. So I do want to say thank you to everybody that's been watching. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. We're aiming for 2,000. That's the next big number we're hitting for. And there will be some lures finding some followers during that time. Don't know how I'm going to do it, but we're going to figure something out. We'll have to combine everything through Instagram, because the messaging on Instagram is a lot easier to communicate, because there's some direct messaging. That way I don't have to put or you guys don't have to put your home address in the comments section. So we will be getting to that. All right, this paper towel. Something else I do when I'm getting ready to prep is I make sure to wash my hands really, really good with dish soap. And then I take some of this here in a spray bottle. That's why I'm not wearing gloves. Some people wear gloves. I don't. I have a hard time working with gloves. I grew up never wearing gloves, so I just haven't been able to get the swing of that. So it is something that is taken into account, though, making sure the oils on my hands are kept as minimal as possible. I shouldn't have put that in that holder yet. Waterfowl. I haven't been duck hunting in forever. I bought a duck license this year, hoping to get out and go do some. I didn't. I went and got myself really wrapped up in the moose hunting game this year. So I got a nice sized bull moose this year with my dad, my uncles, my wife, and one of the neighbors. So we had a good hunt that way. But I would love to get back into the duck hunting probably next year. I got to do a little better job with the. I have never SWM. Yeah, actually right now we got moose everywhere out here. Moose and deer. My uncle Louie, crazy asshole, next door, he bought 2 big trailer loads of carrots, dumped them in the field beside my house. Now every day when I go to work, I have to chase deer off the road from in front of me, because he thought it was a wicked smart idea to feed them right at the side of the road. We live on a road that's very, very low traffic. It's not a huge threat to anybody but me. There's me and an old guy that's 92 years old that live past where he's feeding him. And the old guy next door, you should see all the cedar trees. There is a lottery system for moose. So anyways, the old guy next door, his cedar trees, they look like a mushroom, right? Like just a stick with a thing on top now, because the deer have them all trimmed right off. Hey, Tim. Tim's still in the comments. Tim's he sandbags a little bit there. You think he's in the weeds there, and all of a sudden he pops up, hey, you're gonna kill yourself with lead today. But Tim, I appreciate you. He's always been looking out for my health. He's told me I should be wearing a mask. He told me Well, I guess he's going to tell me don't do that in the house. I don't sand anymore in the house, more or less because that's dangerous to the health. Because my wife said if I do that inside anymore, it'll end very poorly. Okay. Everything should be right up. Put some primer on these things. I was expecting you to pop up in the comments yesterday, Tim, when I was asking for different paint patterns for you to say canary or something for them big poppers. I figured it was going to be. I don't tie flies. I do tie some bucktails and stuff. I'm looking for one of the treble hooks I tied, but I don't see it. I do have a lot of flies. I had a buddy there that, like, I got a fly tying station over there. There's a $5,000 worth of fly tying stuff. I don't know what it's worth. I'm exaggerating, but there's a ton of it over there. Guy that used to work with me, he worked for me. He moved out west, and before he left, he says, "I want to give you all my fly tying stuff." So he gave me enough stuff to tie a billion flies. I've only ever tried throwing a fly once, and quickly switched back to my spinning rod. But yeah, I got fly rods, everything in the world to tie flies. One thing I do use a little bit from the fly tying stuff is this. This is awesome for doing. Here's a hot tip. Hot tip of the day. Dave's hot tip. If you have a little dint or a ding in a chunk of wood, this UV clear for tying flies, and that thing, smear it on nice and thin. Like 10 seconds, you got that hole fixed. Hot tip. But I use that a little bit. I use the fly tying stuff to make the bucktails, the musky bucktails, wherever I stuck those. I think I took them out to the other room. Oh, there's one up here. I know I screwed one up. Yes, this is the one I screwed up. I got to take it apart, put it on a new wire. I got there's an aluminum rivet that you tie your skirt onto, and I have the head of the rivet the wrong direction, so I gotta fix that. Not very good at keeping, well, not keeping things clean either, but keeping things up to date. Super fancy. So yeah, no flies, but maybe someday. I told my wife once my parents are gone, we're gonna sell the house and we're moving to the Rockies. So I will learn how to fly fish then, because I don't think you're allowed to do much other than that out there. So again, guys, thank you for tuning in today. If you haven't hit that like button and subscribe, if you are subscribed, hit the bell. That'll tell you when I'm doing this stuff, because I don't keep a good schedule. I just kind of jump on when I'm bored. And right now I got a ton of shit to do, so that's why I'm on here today. If you enjoy kind of hanging out, watching what transpires, telling me your thoughts, engaging in some hopefully fun conversation for you guys, go subscribe. I appreciate each and every subscriber that I get, and If you're from a cool country, it's getting foggy in here. I'm gonna turn on the fan, pump some of this fumes outside, make Tim happy. Oh, I can't. No, I'm not. Windows froze. Anyways. Okay. Yeah, I know once you get up into like the northern rivers out by like Banff and stuff, you have to be, it's fly fishing only and stuff like that in some spots. And I would love to possibly retire out there. I've only been out to the Rockies once. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I do have that on my bucket list. God, there's something flew out of there. We're going to be doing, I'm going to do some brook trout. I think that's going to be the go-to on these. Now, these aren't drying very good. We are going to have to make sure it's dry before we start hitting her with the other colors. I harvested the moose with a Remington 7400 30-06. So he walked out at probably 100 yards and then walked straight towards me. I waited until he was, I don't know, 40 yards maybe. Then I shot. So yeah. He ran about 10 yards after I hit him, and that was it. So now we've been eating moose stew, moose steak, moose burgers this winter. And this afternoon, my wife's at work right now, so I got to cook her something for dinner. I'm thinking maybe, no, I don't, not moose tonight. Find something though. Yeah, so the bull was an older bull. He was on the downward decline of his days, so he probably didn't have many winters left anyhow. That makes him tough. It's a tougher. Yeah, gotta be careful, eh? Yeah. Okay. What do I need now? Oh, I need some white pearl. That's what we need. We're going to do the bellies in white pearl. Start there. So this is a finished one. Actually, it was just sitting on the freezer over there. So I've done these before. I shouldn't have done it in a sunfish or bluegill pattern, but I did. So what are you going to do, right? Get mad? That's what happens. Most realistic fish coloration patterns I do, I start with the actual white pearl for the belly. Whether it's a perch pattern, the bluegill, rainbow trout, brook trout, perch, all of them. Oh, okay. You had me lost for a second, but I didn't want to look stupid, so thanks for clarifying that. Now I do look stupid. Yeah, I don't know, man. World's gone nuts. All right. Don't believe anything I see online anymore. Christ, I don't even believe anything I say anymore. Okay, that might be a touch runny, so I'll get the old thing ready here. If I was in the US, I'd make this into a nice cutthroat trout, but I'm not, so I won't. Thanks, man. Yeah, we're actually getting into the smaller stuff now. Smaller is still things 7 inches long. This year, you're getting into northern pike size. A bass will eat that. I've caught bass on that largemouth. I've kind of pigeonholed myself into the musky stuff because musky guys are crazy. They want what they want. They don't want anything different, and they have no problem spending $100 on a bait. Not that my baits cost $100, but unless you want to pay full price. I don't even have really set prices on my stuff, I guess. But I do have a pretty cool lure coming in this week from Barrie, Ontario, which is about 3 hours south of me. A guy has, it's called a pikey, the wooden bait, and he wants me to paint it up as a memorial for his father. So I have done some specialty, hey, here's a gift bait with the little thing on it saying, love you so much, and all this thing. But he wants one for his dad to hang up at his cottage. So I'll probably do a long form video on that. Yeah, big stuff. Here's the biggest ones that I deal with. So this here is called a grandma. That's a 13-inch grandma for muskies. I'm going to paint up a couple of these for CanCast. Painting them's easy. Clear coating, not so much. What ends up happening with the clear coat on the bigger stuff is if you can clear coat this much and have one fisheye, you don't even notice it on something that size. If you paint something that long and you have one of those every 3 inches or so, it looks like somebody blasted with birdshot. Yeah. Okay, what am I going to do? I think I'm going to hit some gold. I know brook trout don't have a lot of gold in them, but there is some gold to the brook trout. And that's where I want to start. So I'm just going to do a strip of gold along the belly. Not the belly, but where the belly comes into the ribs. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, actually, I caught my first crappie 2 years ago. And then my son and we went out and I got him his first crappie last year. So actually, I find I really do enjoy the pan fishing. I left fingerprints on there because I got paint all over. Oh, that's fine. So I just want a little gold as a stripe on the bottom here. These guys here don't look very good as a trout pattern, but what are you going to do? I have to paint something, right? So, what are you going to do? Gotta wait for that to dry a little bit. Okay, so I gotta give it a little, before I clean the brush out, make sure that everything is dried on the baits. In case I'm not happy with the spot. Kind of like that little spot there. The smallest stuff I make. Oh, where is it? I made a red dace, jointed bait about that big. I have no idea where it is. I made a stupid little fly. You want to see a fly I made? Check this guy out. There's a big old, one of them big buzz flies with a little hook on the bottom. That was a stupid thing to make, but I made it. Small. Oh, here's something a little bit small. So I'll paint up things about that size too. Simple little spotted hornet kind of thing. They don't sell though. A lot of these things here, doesn't matter what price tag you put on them. The shows I go to and the things I attend, these things never go. I end up giving these away to kids, so which is fine. I have no problems doing that. That's kind of where I think we're going to be going a little bit with the channel anyhow, with a lot of the giveaways for kids and stuff. On that. This is a bit of a trick, this next color here. Just a thought, lay a bucktail strand down the side and clear coating over it. That's interesting, Tim. That would be, as long as you can get her to stay still with the UV resin, I could hit that no problem. All right, M-Dog, see you later. Go to sleep. You've been up way too late watching me jabber on. Yeah, actually, Tim, I might go into some of that. That's got some potential there. We might try that. Yeah, with the UV resin, you could really lock that thing in place. Thanks, M-Dog. Talk to you later. All right. Grass green. So this, something in my ear. So the grass green is a great color to start with. It's actually probably the most versatile color I use. For me, anyways. I start off with just the green. And then throw a little bit of that in the airbrush, not much. We're going to go right over top of that gold. Now that we got the green started. Oh, perfect. Just ran out. Exactly what I needed. So now with the same green, what I do is I take a couple drops of black. And then so then our gold comes up to green, to a dark green by the time we get to the top. Plug going on in there. Get that out. So we had a little wee plug inside there. Got her out. And maybe I didn't get it out. I did not get it out. So we're going to have to do a quick little clean on the old airbrush. Just a rough clean. We're just pulling the needle out and firing the crap out of her. Got it. It's on my thumb. One little gob of, that little gob of stuff right there just fucked everything up. We're good now. We do have to put a little bit of water through this thing. Get the Windex out of her. I mean, I'm not using Windex, Colin. Don't call me on that. Okay, now we did run out of green, so I do want one more, at least one more shade of green darker at the top. So we're gonna go quite a bit more severe with the black in here. So should look just about black in this cup. And that's a lot darker. I might go 1 degree darker than that yet, but we won't worry about it until we have to. Oh shit, that stuck to my thumb. I almost spilt paint everywhere. That has sucked. I'm gonna get some alcohol going through there. Those are some lures I clear coated this morning, Tom. Actually, perfect timing. We could probably undo some of these. They've been going for a while. So these were clear coated at 6 this morning, 6 my time. So just a little rainbow trout. I'm gonna hang it so it can dry the rest of the way. And then this guy here, I gotta be careful with it. So for our panfish guy, there's our regular black crappie pattern. We got a big boy on here. One of the big wooden ones. I have to give this one a second coat. This is just a big diving. It's kind of like a matlock. If you know what a matlock is in the muskie world, that's basically what that is. We got one more. This is a glide bait. It needs another coat too, but I'm gonna let it fully dry first. Bluegill. Bluegill glide bait. You got her, Tom. That's the idea. I have a problem with my clear coating. I get in a rush, and then what happens is I try and put it on too thick. Oh, that wasn't my idea. Somebody else had that smart idea. I just copied somebody smarter. I think that chunk just flew out. Did. Okay, now so basically this here would work really good for a largemouth bass pattern as well, but we are going to go 1 degree darker than that before we're done with these brook trout. Okay, should be enough for just the back. The back of a brook trout locally here is actually almost pitch black. So I want it darker yet. There, that's a little better. Actually, the other job that I do professionally, the canoe job, we have an 18-foot long test tank that holds about, I don't know, there's about 2 feet of water in it. So it's 4 feet wide by 18 feet long, and I'll be in there all winter long testing baits. I'll have to either get some or make some. I have nothing, not a lot. I'll see what I got, Chrome. We'll get you hooked up. Got the right color, it's just not coming out right now. But I've been going here for almost 2 hours, so it's almost time for me to go get some lunch, I think. Actually, there is going to be some rubber fins. So these blanks actually came with rubber fins. That do that. So yeah. I just think that shape of bait will look better as a brook trout than a bluegill, so we're gonna. Oh, got that little green chunk out of there. Thanks, guys. What really gives them their pop is when we start putting the color on top. We'll get to that next. I do have to dry them up really good though for this next step, which is okay. Now, what we need is, I'm going to use that one. I'm going to use another one. Sorry, I was on a mission. I'm going to use a chrome pen. So this is a golden chrome. Hopefully it's fine enough. I'll have to test it. This is actually the same paint pen that I use to sign my baits. But Okay, we got some gold coming down there now. That'd be perfect. I'm going to do something, I think, though. Maybe. Never mind. Not going to do it. Do something different here. So, gold pen. Basically, put the gold pattern for the top of the brook trout.
But the water keeps rolling on. Yeah, these low river blues. Still I'm trying to hold on.
They do so. So yeah, just a simple, the gold little start.
Blood on the floor, half light in the hallway, cold air creeping under the door. Got these hard road blues, but I keep on walking. Yeah, these hard road blues, but my heart keeps talking.
Get that thing back in the holder.
Saying one more mile, one more mile to go. Oh, cold on my shoes.
Now, I'm going to do this here where I can go a little quicker.
I'm swinging as I climb that hill. Puddles in the gravel, rain on my hat, but I'm climbing still. Street lamp hums above me. Puddles make mirrors of my worn out shoes.
Yeah, she's starting to. We'll I just have to add the spots, the fins. Brook trout have red, white, black fins.
Long line at that corner, empty pockets, but I still choose.
down the side, tip to tip.
flow cold on my feet.
Yeah, I'm not on these ones, Tim. I'm trying to get these ones as close to exactly. I tried that on another one. Hey, Graham, I tried that on a musky repaint I did. I did Gettenany actually down the top.
It's quite
Uh,
some days are you not to know.
I will sign this one on the top, though, just to Gettenany down the top.
Got the low
Just because I don't like these ones as much in this pattern. Oh, I need the finer gold, though. Oops.
keep my heart demanding. If the sky
Actually, oh, I will do it in the bigger one.
every step I take, walk right through it. And all I'm using. Phone on the table, screen cracked like stained glass.
This was a terrible idea, Tim. I'm not happy with this one at all. Don't like it.
Old ghosts that never pass.
I'll try the other one with the finer tip. That was way too thick.
Rust on
Hopefully it looks better than that one does. That one's probably going in my tackle box now.
might change everything. I got the low blues, but I'm still standing. Yeah, these hard views keep my heart demanding. If the sky turns black, I'll keep on choosing.
Sorry, Tim.
Step I take.
I screw up plenty. I can't get. Hey, not all my ideas fly great either. It does look a little better on this one. I'll give you an A for effort. I'll show you this one as soon as I'm done.
Bench by the station, paint pale gray. Four rides of rail tracks like it's lost, but on its way.
So we kind of got. We do have a Gettenany in the middle of it. Meh.
Sees lines of never
Yeah, I actually did think about doing that. I've also decided I could use water slide paper with a whole bunch of small signatures on it. This is more personal touch, dude. But if I were to be doing thousands of baits, yeah, you'd have to use water slide paper. Whew, eyeballs are starting to go a little bit. Woo. I don't know what I'm going to do with this one. We're going to put it aside for now. It didn't make the cut. No. What size is that one? That was medium. That was the fine tip. That one goes back. No. Something else the brook trout does have is they do have golds. Oh, the boy. I won't be leaving you guys anyhow. Got somebody here to see me.
I'm not here to see you.
Thanks a lot, dude. Hey, what's going on? Hanging out?
Yeah,
Scrubbing your dirty drawers?
that's the idea.
Right on. What's going on over here?
I chose the domain name joshharmon.tv because I think about my content like a little help.
When your dates are flexible, but a house with a pool is a must. Flexible date search with Verbo.
So once we get the red in this mixture as well, it will look much more brook trouty. But I have to wait for this blue to totally dry, because these blue dots have a little red spot in the center of them. Oh, yeah. If I was playing around in your neck of the woods, definitely these would be a cutthroat. But in the part of the country that these are going to be trying to be sold, we don't have cutthroats. We have brook trout. But yeah, these here guys would be awesome cutthroat blanks. All right, that's that. Okay. Now I'm going to go wash my hands and take a break. But I'll be back on later on this evening. So if you haven't hit that notification bell, make sure to hit it, and you'll be joining in as I finish up these guys. Wait till you see what these things look as a final. It's going to look awesome. See you later, Tim. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I will be back later, but I need a break. All right, thanks.